Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. I greet you all with the greeting of Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace and the blessing of Almighty Allah be with you all. I'd like to welcome you all for continuation of our series concerning al-ikhtiyarat al-fiqhiyya للإمام الألباني رحمة الله عليه, selected fiqh issue for Sheikh al-Albaanee rahmatullah alayhi. May Allah send mercy in his soul. This book is compiled by Ibrahim Abu Shadi, and today inshallah we have segment number 31. This is point number 41 concerning هل تجوز الصلاة على ظهر المسجد وخارجه مقتديا بالإمام. Is it permissible to pray on top of the mosque or outside of the mosque following the Imam? Imam al-Bukhari rahmatullah alayhi said, Al-Hasan said, no harm if you pray and between you and the Imam is a river. Abu Miljiz saying you can follow the Imam even if between you and him is a road or a wall, as long as you hear Takbirat al-Ihram, Allahu Akbar. Imam al-Shawkani rahmatullahi alayhi said, as for the follower to be higher on a place which it will be approximately over than 301 arm span, that it will make him the follower to know what is the Imam doing. This is not acceptable. Doesn't matter if you are in the roof of the mosque or outside of the mosque. If lesser than this distance, the originality of the issue is permissible, unless there is a dalil, a evidence, to prevent you to follow the Imam. What is support this is the action of Abu Hurairah, which had been mentioned in the quotation before, and nobody had objected what he said. The action of Abu Hurairah is reported by Abu Sa'id ibn Mansur والشافعي والبيهقي. Imam al-Bukhari had mentioned it as a subtitle in his book. Abu Hurairah, may Allah be pleased with him, had prayed on the roof of the mosque following the Imam. Anas used to follow the Imam in the house of Nafi', which on the right side of the mosque in a room which is the height of Iman, and it has a window which is open towards the mosque, and this was in Al-Basra. So Anas used to follow the Imam, and the Sahaba did not object to this. Imam al-Albaanee rahmatullahi alayhi saying, there is other by Umar and al-Sha'bi and Ibrahim in the collection of Imam Abu Shaybah and Abdul Razzaq, that he could not do this if it's between him and the Imam a road. Perhaps that the statement before due to excuse, as example, if the mosque is full, as Hisham ibn Urwa had stated. He said, I and my father, one time we came to the mosque. We found the mosque to be full. So we follow the Imam in the house, which is beside the mosque, which between the house and the mosque is a road. Nevertheless, all the statement it doesn't show permissibility of doing this, because this is against continuing and connecting the ranks and filling the gaps during the obligation or the congregation prayer. So we have to follow the original ruling concerning congregation prayer, and only to pray in such a fashion if there is excuse. As a result of this, the Shaykh al-Islam in his book Al-Fatawa, he's saying, it's not for you to pray in the road or in the shops while the mosque is still empty and has room for people to get in. Whosoever do so, he deserves some kind of chastisement. And also a person who come later, he has the right to step over him to enter the mosque, to fill the gaps and connect the line. If the mosque is full with the Muslims, now is okay to start another rank outside of the mosque. If the ranks are connected, so it will be acceptable if you pray in the road or in the market, and the salah will be acceptable. But if a person pray while between him and the other ranks a road, a people walking in it, his salah is not acceptable. Also, if there is a wall between the ranks, which doesn't make it visible for the people to see the Imam or those people who follow the Imam, only you be able to hear the takbir of the Imam, only in a case that a necessity. Otherwise the salah is not acceptable. And for people to pray in their stores and their shops while the road is empty, their salah is not acceptable in jama'ah. Neither is permissible for the person to stay in his store waiting for the lines to be connected before him and in front of him, but it is incumbent upon him to go to the mosque and to fill the first rank, then the second, then the third, to the end. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best.